Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I am Muhammad Abdul Habib. Welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I will be explaining the chapter depreciation. It's a chapter for intermediate second year students, State Board of Telangana. And the weightage for this chapter is for 7 marks. A problem will be coming for 5 marks, and a problem or a theory will be coming for 2 marks. Let us have a problem. Page number 42, question number 15. Here is the question. Siva Traders bought a machine for rupees 75,000 on 1st April 2007. So in the year 2007, April 1st, they are purchasing a machine for 75,000. Depreciation was provided at 10% under diminishing balance method. On 31st March 2010, the machine became obsolete and was sold for rupees 30,000. So they have purchased a machine in the year 2007, and in the year 2010 they are selling the machine for rupees 30,000, and depreciation is provided at the rate 10% under diminishing balance method. We are required to prepare machine account. So here is the solution. Machine account, and the format for machine account will be date, particulars, JF general folio, amount rupees, date, particulars, JF general folio, amount rupees. Towards extreme left it will be written as DR debit, and towards extreme right it will be written as CR credit. And they are purchasing the machine in the year 2007, 1st April. So the date will be taken as 2007, April 1st. It will be written as to bank account. They are purchasing the machine for rupees 75,000. So it will be written as to bank account 75,000. And this financial year will be ending on 31st March 2008. And at the end of the first financial year, they are required to provide depreciation on the machine, which is 10%. That is 10% of 75,000 will be 7,500. Now we will be balancing this. Here the total will be 75,000, and here the total is only 7,500. So what is the highest total among these two? 75,000. So 75,000 will be recorded on debit side of machine account, as well as 75,000 will be recorded on credit side of machine account. Subtracting 7,500 from 75,000, the value which is left out is 67,500, which will be written as closing balance on at the end of the first year on 31st March 2008 as by balance carried down, and the closing balance of first year will become the opening balance at the beginning of the second year, which will be again written here and on April 1st 2008 as to balance got on 67,500. This financial year will be ending on 31st March 2009. Again at the end of the second financial year we are required to provide depreciation on it. Now the depreciation of 10% will be calculated on 67,500, which works out to be 6,750. Now again we will be balancing it. Here the total will be 67,500, and here the total will be only 6,750. So what is the highest value here? 67,500. So 67,500 will be recorded on debit side of machine account, as well as 60,750 will be recorded on credit side of machine account. Now subtracting 6,750 from 67,500, the value which is left out is 60,750, which will be written as closing balance as by balance carried on at the end of the second year on 31st March 2009, and the same closing balance will become the opening balance at the beginning of the third year, which will be recorded on 1st April 2009 as to balance brought on 60,750. This financial year will be ending on 31st March 2010. Again at the end of the third year, they will be providing depreciation on the machinery, which will be calculated at the rate of 10% on 60,750, which works out to be 6,075 rupees. So earlier we used to balance it by subtracting the amount of depreciation from the return on value of the machine. But at the end of the third year, their machine has become obsolete and it has been sold for rupees 30,000. So at the end of the third year means on 31st March 2010, we are selling the machine. So when we have purchased the machine, we have written it as to bank account. But this time we are selling the machine, so it will be recorded as by bank account, and in brackets it will be written as sales. So we are selling the machine for 30,000. So how to calculate whether we are earning profit on sale of machine or we are suffering a loss on sale of machine? Here is the calculation, but just a statement, particulars amount. We have purchased the machine for rupees 75,000. We in the sense Siva Traders, they have purchased the machine for rupees 75,000. So the cost of the machine is 75,000, and they have used the machine for 3 years. At the end of the first year, they have provided depreciation of 7,500. At the end of the second year, they have provided depreciation for 6,750. At the end of the third year, they have provided a depreciation of 6,075. So here is the calculation. First, they have purchased the machine for 75,000. So at the end of the first year, they have provided depreciation of 7,500. So the return on value at the beginning of the second year will be 67,500. This will be 67,500 will be the opening value of the machine at the beginning of the second year. Again, and at the end of the second year, depreciation of 10% will be calculated on 67,500. 10% of 67,500, it becomes 6,750. So subtracting depreciation at the end of the second year, again the written down value at the beginning of the third year will be 60,750. So again at the end of the third year, the 10% depreciation will be calculated on 60,750, which is 60,075. So subtracting 60,075 from 60,750, the book value of the machine on the date of sale is 54,675. How we got this value? We have subtracted depreciation provided in first year, second year as well as in third year from the cost of machine. So we got the value 54,675, which will be called as book value of the machine on the date of sale. तो यहाँ पे 54,675 की चीज आप कितने में सेल कर रहे हैं? 30,000 में सेल कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे सेल प्राइस इज 30,000. So we are selling the machine for rupees 30,000, which was of 54,675. So we are suffering a loss of 24,675. Subtracting 54,675 from 30,000, there will be a negative value of 24,625. So I have written it in brackets. It is loss on sale of machine. So loss on sale of machine will be recorded on 31st March 2010 as by profit and loss, and in brackets it will be written as loss 24,675. Now when you balance it, here also the total will be 60,750. And here also the total will be 60,750, as we have written the difference amount as loss. So here we need not to write as by balance carried down or to balance brought down, as we are selling the machine, and from now onwards we don't have the asset as we have sold the asset. Hope you have understood the topic and hope you have liked my video. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel Tutorial for Accounts. And if you are a new subscriber to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. Do like my video, post your valuable comments, and do share it with your friends, relatives and all. Your one share can help someone to learn something. See you all in the next video. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.